Hello. God, my nose looks hideous. So, what I'm doing in this video, even though I tried to do it a few seconds ago, and my freaking boyfriend just had to call and interrupt over vape batteries. Um, anyway, so basically, I was talking about my state champs experience last week. Um, so just bear with me. It's gonna take me some time to talk through it. I just gotta think slow or I'm gonna hurt my brain. So we left the venue. We left to go to the venue around 10. We left my house at 10:30 ish. Got to my work 8. Left there by probably 11:15, 11:30 ish. Got to the venue by I think it was 12:30, 1 ish, and we were there until 4 ish. They let us in for VIP, and after, well, we got in there and it was pretty quick. Once we were in there, they were out, and it was it all just went really quick for a meet and greet, I would say. But at the same time, it went really slow. So we went in. We talked to Derek first. He was the proper one, I guess you could say. We walked up and we were talking about, the show, and we were we can't wait to see you guys perform. You guys are going to do great. Are you guys performing last, or is Neck Deep performing last? And he was like, well, Neck Deep is tonight. And we go, well, so what's your guys' pattern, if you don't mind? And he goes, so this tour we've been alternating. So we performed last night, and they performed last, tonight. Then tomorrow in Portland we'll be last again, and da 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 da. And we were like, oh, okay. So I was kind of bummed because I don't really listen to Neck Deep all that much. And then we were talking to him, and he's like, well, what's your guys' name? And my friend, she's like, I'm Jacqueline, and he's, doing this whole nice to meet you with the handshake and all. And, not even just because he's a celebrity, but with people in general, I've always kind of been really awkward about that. I don't know why. It's weird. And, when he did it to me, I just got kind of, awkwardly embarrassed. I don't know why. And then he was just, he kind of didn't know what to say, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just really awkward, and I'm new to the whole state champ scene. I only started listening to you guys a month ago, if that. And he was just like, oh, well, that's all right, at least you're here now. And I was like, that's true, I guess. And then we went and talked to Tyler about, the weather. And then we started talking about phone cases, because my phone case is Baymax. And it's fucking ginormous. Actually, I have the exact same one for my old phone, even though it doesn't fit. Let me see if I can find it. Jesus. Essentially, it looks like this, but it's from my iPhone 6, so it's a little bit bigger, and this one's really greasy and disgusting. But anyhow, so we were talking about how big and gaudy it is, and I'm like, you know what? It's cute. Sue me. And then, we were then we started talking about cases, and he goes, mine is nothing like that. And then my friend Jacqueline's like, well, I just have this, and it's clear with a Pikachu on the back. And then he goes, yeah, see, you know what? I got this. And he pulls out his phone, and it's got this little circular thing on the back. He's like, it just charges my phone while I go, because you always got to be charging while you're on the go and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, that's true. True that. And, we kind of just laughed about it, took pictures, walked on, went to Tony. I don't really think we talked that much. If I remember correctly, we just kind of talked about the rain and how shitty the weather was and how good of a show it was going to be and all that. And then we went on to Ryan. And Ryan, it was pretty funny because we, walked up to him, talked a little bit about the weather, we did with everybody else, and took our pictures. And then I was getting ready to walk away. And, I heard him talking to somebody else about how his hands were all dry and how he wished he had, moisturizer of some kind. And that makes me go, well, I have lotion. And he was like, why? And I'm like, oh, I just got a tattoo 2 days ago. He's like, oh, I was going to say, why the hell are you carrying lotion for just because? Well, then I was like, well, do you want to use it? And he's like, can I? I go, yeah, sure you can. So my friend gets it out of the bag, hands it to me and hand to him, and he goes to use it. And like, I had the seal still like partially on there because I didn't want it to like leak out during the show or anything. And so he's like, the seal's still on here. I don't trust this. I'm like, no, it's not. And I barely pull it. And he's like, oh, I feel stupid. And everyone's laughing about it while he just sits there and he starts using it. He's like, yes, thank you so much. My hands are so soft now. And he's just like, yeah, I'm all excited. Well, then we like, he gave me my lotion bag. We laughed it off a little more, and just talked about like that. Went on to Evan, and I don't really remember what we talked about. I think it was just the show mostly. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that was basically it. And I think that was the conclusion to the meet and greet. I can't really remember. I just know we took pictures with all of them and talked for like 10 minutes about nothing. Like, I don't know why I can't remember half of it. Like, it could be my situation that I'll discuss to you in a few minutes. But anyway, so the meet and greet ended. We got up in our spots. We were like barricade. Well, this venue doesn't have a barricade, so we were like right up on the stage. I don't know which of that would be stage right or stage left. Like, if you walked in the door and you're staring at the stage, we were on, like, if you're staring at the stage, it's your right side. I don't know if that's stage right or stage left, though. And, like Pacific played, and they did good. Everything was calm. Everybody did amazing. You know. Then Knuckle Puck came out. And shit, like, went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. Like, from just people kind of being like, yeah, to just fucking stage diving and crowd surfing and like that. No, I mean, that's not stuff that bothers me. I'm used to that, but it just was crazy. But they did good, and then state champs came out and people fucking lost their shit after that. Like, and I just enjoyed every minute of it that I could. Well, then Neck Deep came out and Ben was shirtless. So of course everybody's like, all the girls are losing their damn minds. The guys are just like, holy shit, Neck Deep, yeah. And everybody just stage dived the entire night. And like, this guy was in front of me and his body hit my face because somebody pushed him into me. So like right here got affected a lot. And I just started bawling because I was in so much pain from all these different people stage diving and all that. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, then the show ends. At that point, I couldn't wait for it to end because I was in so much pain. And like, that was the first time I just ever was like, okay, I can't take this anymore. I just want to fucking go home. Like, show ends and everything. Well, then that following Monday, I went to my doctor because I was still having issues and I was getting dizzy and sick at work, like the 2 days before that. Like, not throwing up sick, but like nauseous. And sure enough, he tells me, oh, you have a minor concussion. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So here I am. It's been a week and I still have a concussion. And I went to a show last night. So I am still kind of recuperating. Like, obviously, as you can tell, it's not that bad because I'm sitting here doing this video and talking and moving my head around and shit. But, I mean, I still have some serious dizziness and some, like, my brain is a little slow. That's why I can't really remember what happened. Because a lot of that night just fucking escaped me after that. So, yeah. So that's the conclusion to State Champs and Neck Deep. Even though it was great, I kind of wish it would have went a little more fluently and less painful. But yeah, I'm going to go on to my next video for Too Close to Touch and secrets and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys then.